Well, sadly, back in 2009, Nick became a bit unwell until about the April of 2010, when he was diagnosed with cancer, quite an aggressive form of cancer. Our girls, Sophie and Melissa, were relatively young at the time, 10 and 15, so it was quite a difficult time for everybody. But the treatment was successful. He was able to go back to work, pretty much made a very good recovery. I'm not convinced that they were expecting it to go as well as it did. I noticed his balance. He started to become a little bit unsteady, being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. No connection to the cancer, just bad luck. So sadly, the type of multiple sclerosis he was diagnosed with is primary progressive, and at the moment there is no known treatment for that one. He did continue to work and lived at home for quite a considerable time. Sadly, as things did progress, because of the nature of his job, they had to medically retire him.
He needed to get the benefits out of the services they could provide here that we couldn't give him at home. So he was using the pool here, the gym here, and he was also coming up for arts and crafts activities, cooking and things like that. And then he later on moved into Cheshire Homes and became a full-time resident.
And care is amazing. I mean, you've got 24/7 care. The staff are fantastic. So yeah, I think, did make the right choice, difficult as it was, because when you've lived such an independent life, to then find yourself in a care facility, it is quite difficult.
As a family, we felt we were joining in another family. So everyone here was like a family to us.
Because it's such a worry when you've got somebody that's particularly unwell with an illness that you know is only going in one direction.
Though we had friends and family outside of here, they were almost like the kind of like a concrete block that held us all together.
We knew that he was getting incredibly poorly at that point, and he didn't want to stay in hospital. He wanted to come back here. So I ended up spending pretty much 3 weeks living here. The staff were fantastic. He sadly did deteriorate very quickly. Uh, and 3 weeks after he'd come back, he sadly passed away with the girls and I by his side.
As a family, we've been through it. We've seen the benefits and we've seen how hard these guys work to improve the lives of their residents.
The year after I got made redundant, which was absolutely horrendous timing, but that's just the way it goes. So, as I say, when I took on this role, completely new to me, but I love it. So I do organise various events, know how important it is. Having seen firsthand what an amazing place Cheshire Home is, um, I'm very passionate about my role because I know how important it is to raise money to keep the residents, so keep their lives enriched and enhanced.
So I now volunteer for different events. So I help do the bingo nights, I help do the Motown and other music events that we put on. Anytime there's really a charity event, I'll try to get involved. There's so much to say about this place. I mean, it's an absolute lifeline for these families. And I genuinely think, although it only impacts a small number of islanders at a time, it's such a crucial part of the care of these people that without this home, I don't know how families would like manage or cope, because there is literally nowhere else like this. You know, you've got old people's homes, but this isn't an old people's home. This affects the lives of younger people, you know, young residents all the way up to elderly. It's not, you know, I think a lot of people have that misunderstanding that they think this is just a care home. It's so much more than a care home.